I think the general openness about the profession and the willing to talk about the profession is pretty valuable. Um, uh, Less so from the recruiting aspect, but more from the fixing things internally aspect, right? There is, in a way that hasn't been true for generations, there is a necessity for the current generation of accounting firm leaders to listen to younger accountants and to accommodate them and to take their concerns seriously because there aren't enough of them and the older generation needs them more than the younger generation needs the older generation. So I think that that openness gives them a chance, if they're willing to take it, to learn what's going on and what they need to, how they need to change and how they can get these people on board. Younger accountants are much more willing to speak their mind. And if older accountants will listen to them, some of the pipeline problem can be, ameliorated that way.
Hmm. Yeah, and it does seem like it is maybe working to a degree and getting better. So this is not published yet, but a number of universities and colleges are using my data for like PhD theses and things like that.
Right.
And one of them really wanted to just have a broad focus on like where things are at in the industry at large and where things are trending. And it does seem, this is more in-depth analysis than I could do myself because I think there's comparisons to all these other professions and all that. But it does seem like kind of like wage growth, which is obviously one of the huge complaints after it's stagnated for so long, seems to be outpacing a lot of the other professions in the last couple of years, while at the same time, self-reported average hours worked slightly decreasing. And so it is like, oh, like maybe this is actually kind of like a better lifestyle coming out of all of this.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I mean, that's highly encouraging.
Yeah.
There was a sort of a Simpson-esque sort of thing going on there when there were current generation of leadership saying it's terrible, we can't find any new accountants. We've tried nothing and it's not working.
Yeah.
So maybe if you try hey, pay a little more and figure out the hours, maybe things might change around a little.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that comes from just people talking to them and talking at them about it for a lot. So some of that, that open communication is got to help a little bit.